It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On second and a couple, Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Here we go. 11.
First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means...
Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Burrow on play action. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Burrow's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
Here we go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10. Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To the air again, Burrow. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Here we go. 11.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing 2nd half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
11 mighty. Don't let him get outside. 12. 11 Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring that fourth down here.
On 1, ready? 11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jalen Hurd, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mahomes going to throw.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through a completion there. Now drive to start with great field position. Now is facing 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.